Hey, hey, hey! It is Monday, and what does that mean? That means another Market Update Monday with your friend. And hey, first off, hey, you probably asked, why in the world are you always wearing a vest on your Market Update Mondays? Well, let me tell you a little secret on why I'm always wearing my vest on Market Update Mondays. It's because I live in Michigan, and apparently Michigan is under the assumption that winter never ends. So here we are in the spring getting snowstorms today. So anyways, today we're going to talk about a topic that I am a little uncomfortable speaking about, to be honest with you. So a little controversial, not my expertise per se. Been around it enough though. So we're going to take a little historical look at mortgage rates. So put a little perspective. And the reason that I'm bringing this one up is because, well, everybody is talking about mortgage rates. So everybody I talk to ask about them, wonder what's going to happen, what's it going to cause. We covered a little bit of that last week on our Market Update Monday, but this week we're going to touch on the actual rates. So a little historical view. When they started tracking rates, and I'll run through the numbers, I'll also post a graph in the comments below. That way you can kind of see the graph as well. But first off, a lot of things go into mortgage rates. So a lot of this is going to have it's more of a standard or average. Not everybody's going to get these rates per se before anybody starts hollering at me out there. So credit scores, down payments, debt to income ratios, etc. Those things, they're going to affect mortgage rates. But 1971, when they started tracking mortgage rates at that point, 7.31%. So that's when they started out, 1971. Now move to 1981, where we hit a peak at 18.45%. Some of y'all who had a house back in the 80s probably know and felt the pain of that interest rate, and it probably was not fun. I can't imagine that. So I was just a young lad, and I did not own a home at that point. But we took a steady decline over the years, many, many years, where we pushed all the way to its lowest point in history until recently, of course, in 2012 to 3.31%. And what happened before 2012 that would cause those rates to come down in order to force some people to start making a move? Yeah, the old market crash, right? So that happened. Then after that happened, rates came down to its lowest point in history. Fun fact, before the market crash, a really good rate to have was in the fives. So put that in perspective. And then we hit the old pandemic of 2020. And what we get with, we got the new historical low where we dipped all the way into by the late 2020, early 2021, all the way into the twos. And if you were blessed enough to get one of those twos, then great news. So if you're not a numbers person, this might be a little bit boring for you. I apologize, but I wanted to put some perspective on this. So we've creeped back up because of high inflation, which that's another time, another discussion, right? So, but we've creeped up to the mid fours approximately. So quick point, and I'll wrap it up with this. So we are still in a time where we got historic low interest rates. In fact, they're actually lower outside of a few years, which I pointed out, 2012 and some recent ones, 2020, 2021. We are still lower than the last 50 years. So that we've tracked. Outside of a few years, we have lower mortgage rates still to this point, even with the ever increasing that we see, right? Still lower than basically 47 out of the last 50 years. So a little perspective. That's my uncomfortable talk about mortgage rates and a historical look. Again, we started tracking at 71 at 7.31. We peaked at 18.45 in 81. The lowest point in history used to be 2012, where it was 3.31 until we hit 2021, where we got in the twos. So we're looking good, still in a great position, still phenomenal interest rates or mortgage rates compared to the last 50 years. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions, reach out. But yes, that is my uncomfortable, very fun, and I'll put a graph in for all you people that love numbers, mortgage update Monday, instead of market update Monday. Appreciate y'all. Visit us, jasonwhitehomes.com, and you can also reach out to us on Facebook or give us a shout. Share this if people want to get a little perspective on what mortgage rates have been. Thank y'all.